What if I told you that I will be playing the main part in the new upcoming Hollywood movie King Shaka Zulu? Yeah, I will be playing King Shaka himself. Can you see the striking resemblance? I'm just out here to have a look at this tree. It fell over during Storm Amy. And by the way, that was a joke about me playing King Shaka Zulu. But imagine if a white actor was to play that part in such a movie. Some people would say that's cultural appropriation. It should be played by someone who actually looks like King Shaka, someone with African heritage. I don't like it when these trees, when this happens, because I know all these trees up in these woods. In the Netflix series Vikings Valhalla, I believe it's called, we encounter a character called Earl Håkon Jarl in Norwegian, and he is played by a black woman, which apparently is fine. A lot of people didn't like that, and when I just I don't know what to say. Håkon Jarl was a patriarch, a very powerful figure in Norwegian history, Norwegian Viking history. So was his children. And the idea that Netflix wanted him to be played by a black woman is... I lack the words to describe it. It doesn't make me angry or anything like that. It's just a bit silly, and it makes me not want to watch that TV series. And I haven't watched it. But nobody talked about cultural appropriation back then when they launched that TV series, as far as I know. So apparently that's not cultural appropriation, and that's just fine having Håkon Jarl, or Earl Håkon, played by a black woman. That's fine. But at the same time, if a European person, a white person, Caucasian, whatever you want to call it, has dreadlocks, there will be some people screeching that that's cultural appropriation. Just a hairstyle, you know. And I'm sure that the next movie about Queen Cleopatra, there you will see that Queen Cleopatra is played by a black woman, which doesn't make any sense to anyone who knows a little bit about history. The sun is rising, which is nice. But there is no warmth in the sun. It's the middle of October now here in Norway, and the winter will soon be here. Now personally I don't get all worked up about Håkon Jarl, Earl Håkon being played by a black woman. It just means that I don't want to watch that TV series. Probably wouldn't have anyway, but it does tell us something about the double standards that they apply, the powers that be, so to speak. We're not supposed to have anything nice, are we? I mean, if you're Anglo-Saxon, if you're Norse, if you're Slavic, and so on, we're not supposed to have anything that we can call our own, our heritage, our culture. And maybe we should not accept that. It's good to practice those bushcraft skills now and then. Let's see. This bracken, is that what you call it? It's actually excellent for making fire. Not going to have a campfire, just want to practice. Let's see. Where is it? Lost it in here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And by the way, if you want to support this channel, the best way to do that is to hit that subscribe button. Write a comment as well, that would help a lot. I promise to keep this channel authentic and real, and you will never see any AI here on my channel. That's a promise. And just a quick message for my Norwegian viewers. If you want a signed copy of my latest novel, there's a link for that in the video description. I also want to mention something that was said after that brutal and horrible murder of Charlie Kirk. The director of the FBI, Kash Patel, he said in a press conference there, he said, "Rest now, brother. I'll see you in Valhalla." Now, to me, as a Norse pagan, that's a very beautiful thing to say. But I do have a question. Is Kash Patel a Norse pagan? My guess would be no, that he's not. I might be wrong, but if he's not, then some people could say that he shouldn't have said that. It's cultural appropriation. And also Charlie Kirk, he was a very Christian person, so I did find it odd when he said that. However, actually, you could argue that Odin and Freya, they don't care about the religion, the confessed religion of the deceased. They only care about worthiness in battle of the deceased. Now, I'm not claiming that as I'm just throwing that out there, and it's an idea, you know. In the battle of Fyrisvellir, it was said, "Odin yder alla," and it means Odin owns you all. And a spear was thrown above the and it landed behind the enemy lines, which is believed to have been a way to call upon Odin to take your side in the battle. And the phrase "Odin owns you all" might mean that it doesn't matter your religion, your anything like that. Only your worthiness and bravery in battle matters. And if that is true, if that's so, then what Kash Patel said there is actually not incorrect. But I'm not claiming that this is the case. This is just an idea that especially those of you interested in the Norse belief system might want to discuss.